safe to say that like the damage falls off a little bit unless we get GIANTX with a normalized Jayce build, unless we get Reeker with maybe a hybrid build as well. But we do know the normalization of
off the Jax underneath the tower.
One of the reasons we saw, you know, even at Worlds, even last year, why Jax was so popular is because he couldn't survive. You're right. Sustainability there. Jayce doesn't have the same thing, and at level 2, GIANTX is in so much trouble. He's twisted advance, he's ignited as well. He flashes out, but he's right in the line of fire of Noah as Jun tanks up the last turret shot, but Noah needs one more. GIANTX close to leveling up. The Mystic Shot missing. Noah flushes out for first blood, and it works in the end.
Great flash away from Noah. Team's opted into is the early rotation of, instead of going towards top side to enter in towards grubs, it's mid lane to open up both sides where you can now play for mid but also take over control towards
part 2. Wow, true shot barrage and everything in the kitchen sink hitting. Jun gets the kill off the ignite, but GIANTX, no fear in the dive as we look towards the bottom side. SK want to replicate and they get the stun up with the concussive blows, but Reeker doesn't have enough health to dive, nor his flash.
But he's nearly level 6, one more creep, and Rahel should be able to hit it. There it is. Does he use the ult? Yeah, still look at Jackie's though. He's starting to move down to try and cover this lot. Going to see if he can defend the tower, but it's so low.
As it burns down, the grubs helping out. Winter's Bite trying to get extra damage onto Lot. All it would take is Rahel to get a rocket down, and
he's going to get excited.
He will be dead, and I think I will too, Dagda, because the GIANTX is top laner. He's playing on a knife's edge. There it is! You know what? We won't take the Lot because he's now dead.
And they're still trying to move members down here as GIANTX. They really want to defend this turret, but Reeker now has ultimate.
In fact, the Dragon started for closer, but will he be able to maintain?
Reeker just kind of sitting around here. I think at this stage you want to back off from this as SK. Your bot lane is nowhere to be found. The ults have already been used, so you're only going to give kills across here.
Reeker taking a bit of damage, but it's AP damage. Galio doesn't mind, but Jun's still angling through. You're right, we look for the Jayce. He's flown through with a taxi driving as Isma sets up for the hero's entrance, and now for GIANTX, they freeze the stream! But do they get further out? They run for their lives as the range still comes through from GIANTX, but on the back end, I'm looking at closer. In trouble and down for the count.
I'm shocked that went as well as it did for SK, but Isma managed to sidestep, also had just enough.
Yoink, you'll take that. We just wait for one more to be locked on in here as SK, they defend top. GIANTX are looking for a dive here, Dagda, and I'm not sure how it's going to go with a Braum on the way.
Exactly. You've got Isma in the vicinity. TP to try and help.
A Galio, so he's going to taunt you. Lot doesn't get the stun off. It looks messy, and I don't like mess as Lot takes a turret shot. It ramped up, but he's not dead for now. Isma trying to pick apart the pieces.
Yeah, they can continue to chase here. Isma has the flash. Can he land?
Well, there's enough damage going onto Jackie's. There's a Glacial Fissure knocked into the air. The Winds of Water help out, and Jackie's in trouble, but they've run out of their burst. Still, an audacious charge, maybe too ambitious. Flushing away is Isma. SK, are they going too far now is the question. As Jun takes down the jungler, GIANTX chasing for more, bringing the teleport up as well, and Lot is now ready for his own counter-strike. That missed before it narrowly avoids trouble with Loopy, but SK
fall back into darkness and just try and force GIANTX to face check you at any point in time. So, well, Jackie's?
He is a tank, but let's find out. He flashes, gets out of the static field, but still has enough to stick on Jackie's and slow him down. That damage unheard of, but unending despair seems to be what Jackie's going through. Wind becomes lightning, and he's close to dying. Slowed down yet again. The sticking power huge, but the rocket dodged by Jackie's. Good step up, and he flashes the emote.
Yeah, as you can see, Jayce has a Doran's Blade, therefore he's allowed to do that much damage. Yeah.
So no whole breaker build. It is just a Jinx.
I'm fine with that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. Yeah. There's a lot of tanks, as you said,
there's
on this one.
On Jinx after Kraken Slayer. Did all right. But you know what? Maybe you just stick to crit. Yeah.
Got Hullbreaker with his Herald charges here, by the way. It's going to go for the next. And ambitious, no. Isma just aggressive. Ult, he's out, turns it into a play against Noah. He gets the bare brunt of it as Nature's Grasp will fly across. It gets a double root, but there's the lockdown by Jun. It's good setup, but the return here for GIANTX might hurt them. SK separated for the time being. Jackie's is doing that with his Chaos Storm, getting Rahel the hell out of the way. We're having the ride of our lives with
Maokai. The whole story that, like, his tribe was murdered and stuff, so I'm sure parts of their...
Let's find out. Twisted advance, and Loopy's just dead. Now, Atakan has spawned top. But are GIANTX gaming?
But I think when you have a moment like this in a game that's running away from you, just getting an objective off the map is never a bad thing. But SK...
Lot TP'd in, he's got a counter-strike on their carry. That's their only source of damage, so SK need to keep Rahel alive. Isma's going to be the target, though, because he's easy access. GIANTX lured them in with a two-man Magnet Storm. They've lured them down, and GIANTX are now pummeling them into the ground. A double with Nature's Grasp trying to bring yet another into fruition as Jackie's damage hits hard. And now Lot on top of Reeker's going to remind him where he came from. A shutdown, a big kill, and GIANTX are shooting for thrills.
GIANTX are brave.
False life.
False life.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Medic nailed that in his cast earlier. Now I'm never going to hear the
flash twist advance. Rahel was too far forward. Nature's Grasp beautiful as well. Closer again. He's happy to send it. He's got the false life. Big shout out to Dagda for looking that up as GIANTX still pushing forward. No, it takes a turret shot or two. Even easy. Fun to see, you know, zillions in LEC, especially with Atacun buff. You use Chrono Shift, and then you have the other GA as well. You just have like 9 lives. 3 to be specific, we all know.
Added Renata into the mix as well.
Oh, yeah. Chrono Shift would be nice here, but maybe Jackie doesn't need it. Reeker takes a big damage, and Jackie's got the mana bar to work with to play this around, but Isma has converged on him. It's now just about the wave, and he'll go back to base.
Yeah, unlucky to get caught in that position, because honestly, it still sends you back as your team's trying to push out of the map, and you still want to get value for these objectives. Like, they are getting Dragon, maybe looking for the dive here as well.
This is value. True Shot Barrage. Lot is still got a turret underneath. Jun will tank it up for now. And yeah, they just, I guess...
You're not really getting value, right? Like, you don't get the tower. They already were going to get the Dragon off of a fight, right? But, oh, now they're going for it.
Reeker's looking. I mean, GA has just expired, so this is a fair fight. But Jun with the re-engage, crash down, not connecting. But Lot's TP'd in. Jackie's is TP'd in on the team. And now, stunned up, Reeker has nowhere to go. Isma's in the middle of the fight, but for GIANTX, their front line is tanky enough. The damage as well, falling behind the wayside. GIANTX running for his life. Loopy not far behind him, and Rahel, the one damage source, is dead like a dodo.
Noah snipes Rahel in the middle of the fight and shuts down any of the damage from SK.
Clearing out vision, getting control of this choke as they continue to threaten this Baron that now they're committing teleports to as they move to the mid lane.
Yeah, it's just Noah trying to get back in. Making sure he's okay. Loopy's very far forward though.
Spot is great. He gets a double counter strike and he pulls out the ult of Isma. For someone debuting the LEC, he's looking confident. And with the rest of GIANTX cleaning up now SK, they've got no chance. Another one bites the dust and GIANTX gets hit against the wall. Lot is unstoppable. I think he's going to be taking a lot more.
Last year.
It's been clean from that point onwards. GIANTX can take Baron now as well. No contest. Lot in the enemy jungle. I would like to say the same thing, but Isma spots him out. Reeker's there as well. These are tanks, and it's going to take a while as the rocket is going to be blocked by Jun. Great heads up from GIANTX as Lot has to ulti to try and get out. Jackie's is on the way. He's got enough for a counter-strike in the mana bar, but now he's running out. There's Winter's Bite, there's concussive blows, but there's a gravity field that's making it difficult to move. Lot still dies. It's a shutdown to Loopy, unfortunately for SK, but there's no top laner for 55 seconds.
There is no top lane turret for SK either. Noah's been working away through that after picking up the Baron too, so nicely done by Noah, getting a 700 gold injection there onto the Ezreal. SK setting up for this Dragon, but I don't know, like...
Are they strong enough 4v5?
That's the question, because Jackie's, I can't see, is his ultimate, isn't quite up on time, so maybe they feel confident to fight here.
Teleport's going to answer that for you, isn't it? It would be the third Dragon for SK, a way back into this game that's falling so far to the wayside. Nature's Grasp hits 3 members of the front line. True Shot Barrage is a whiff at 4K. Reeker is spotted on a minion, spotted on a ward, but he doesn't need to come in, just the threat. The Glacial Fisher down after Dragon goes in, but Jun with a 3-man Magnet Storm and a hero's entrance at that hits nothing. Reeker's now into the front lines of damage, but SK have still taken down and given a reset over to Rahel. But look at those health bars. Closer in, twisted advance, finds that damage source, hits a blast cone. Rahel running for his life. He's the only chance, but Jackie's knows that too. Another rampage, another kill, another hit for Lot. And GIANTX now running behind his own enemy lines. Noah is chasing this up, zoning between 2 turrets. But GIANTX, it feels like the wallet diff really made a difference in the end.
Reeker's ultimate brought so much space to that fight for Rahel, but it just wasn't enough. They get
something like an Infinity Edge as that 4th item. Will they be given the chance to get there?
At this stage, it's going to be rough. Jun finds GIANTX, but you can see there's just not enough damage there behind it. This is kind of like build when you want to try and be ahead, because when you fall behind, there's just not enough. And now GIANTX looking for more.
The AoE hurts. Nature's Grasp, great. Again, Close has had a good start too. If we're talking about names, as Inner goes down, he's now zoned out. And just as I talk him up, he's going to get caught out. Rocket gives a reset for Rahel, and he starts firing away. Lot ulti's in, but his team is a little bit far away right now. The range from Noah going to help out, though, as they finally get within each other, as GIANTX look for another angle of approach. But Noah's like, no, I'm going over the wall. This Ezreal unleashed. The flash forward, the burn on GIANTX, the ult not needed, and Noah is here on GIANTX for now.
Noah's looking buff with that red buff. That was a play and a half. Immediately jumping onto the back line, and now GIANTX, they just get to end the game.
He's feeling it, man. GIANTX are running into the Nexus turrets. Whether they respawn or not, SK will never know, because one drops down. GIANTX looking for another. SK have got 20 seconds, 30 seconds in top lane as Jun looks for that final engage. At 33 minutes, Reeker is going to hero's entrance down, but his team is already dead. Outside of Rahel, there's no one standing in front of GIANTX. Nexus turret number 1, Nexus turret number 2 now dead, and Noah yet again flashing on his Ezreal as the Nexus will fall, and GIANTX, the hype is there.
There were a lot of eyes on players of GIANTX, but those eyes are all smiling right now. What an incredible performance from everyone on this team. Lot looking spectacular in the top side. The two carries incredible in team fights. The engages from Jun were great. And it feels like with Closer, I don't know if he's starting to take over the shot calling role, but they look significantly cleaner in the mid game.
Well, it's good to now to say you can vote for your player of the game on X at LEC. Is it Lot, Jackies, or Jun? Big question, no, Dagda? I feel like Jun's debut was fantastic.